Hey, I am back with another Mystery Science Theater 3000 box set review. This time I'm talking about Volume 6. And I actually bought this one used when I was beginning to realize that some of them were being discontinued. I found this little puppy for $25 or something at, I think it was Planet Music or FYE or something like that. Anyway, this set includes Attack of the Giant Leeches, Gunslinger, Teenagers from Out of Space, and also on the fourth disc it is Mr. B's Lost Shorts, which is a small collection of their shorts, which would often be done before the main feature if they needed a time filler. And by the way, I think they were almost always funny. I'm not sure if I remember. I think one or two were okay, but most of them were just excellent. And Rhino did that a few times on some of their box sets. Let me just get started with Attack of the Giant Leeches, which is one of my first episodes, and it also features a short. It was part 1, or episode 1, of Undersea Kingdom, which was a Crash Corgan, let's see, what do you call them? Serial. They only did two of the first two episodes of the serial, and then they just lost interest, which is unfortunate. They never did a full serial. The closest they came was in season 1 when they did like about around 9 episodes of the Rocket Guy show. And Rocket Guy show. I'm such an expert at trivia. And anyway, the movie itself was one of the Roger Corman films. Actually, I think it was directed by his brother, about mutated leeches killing people in some redneck town and stuff like that. It's very typical, and the ending is so much of a letdown. It's such a downer kind of an ending. It just kind of peters out. You know, the hero gets somebody to line the swamp they're in with dynamite, and he blows them up, and then they just go. The end. And there's some wonderful riffing in this. Some of the stuff about the fat not barkeep, he's a grocery store owner, a grocery store owner whose wife is cheating on him. He's chasing her and her other man through the woods, and some of the jokes on that are just still kill me. After thousands of times of viewing this, still makes me laugh. The song near the end, where Joel and the bots sing "Danger to Myself and Others," is incredibly catchy. Although I never seem to get the lyrics right on that one, but it's so fun to listen to. And I'd say the short also was very good too. I remember this was, I think, the first time I watched an episode with a short at the beginning, and I was slightly confused the first time around. It's like, wait, what about Crash Corgan? Oh, okay, never mind. I quickly got the gist of it, though. Gunslinger, another Roger Corman film. There's 2 of them on this box set. Beverly Garland and Allison Hayes, who was the 50-foot woman, by the way. She also had a part in The Unearthly, and she's the villain in this. And Beverly Garland, actually, this film isn't terrible as far as like a plot. I mean, it's actually not a bad idea. It just didn't come together well because Roger Corman he was about getting the product out there on the screen in some cases, and this was one of them. And it's a Western where Beverly Garland is the wife of a sheriff who's shot down, and it's going to be a while until the replacement comes in, so she becomes temporary sheriff, trying to shut down Allison Hayes' character, who's kind of the queen of crime of this town of 5 people. And also, it seems like everyone in the cast is the townsfolk, so almost everyone gets killed, kind of really eliminating the need for a sheriff, really. But, you know, hey, whatever. I'm sure there's other people who live in that town that we didn't see in the film. But the riffing is excellent. This is Joel's second to last episode, by the way. And it's quite good. There's a wonderful scene about death that Joel and the bots discuss, and the riffing is quite hilarious. And it's obvious that Joel and the bots love Beverly Garland, which, you know, anybody should. She was much better in the films that she was in. Mr. B's Lost Shorts is the best short. It features the best short, the lead, which is Mr. B Natural, which is creepy. It's that classic dancing Peter Pan-like character shows up in a boy's room to teach him about music, and it's supposed to be a dude, but it's played by a Broadway dancer chick. Anyway, it's fun, it's creepy, and all the jokes are just so solid. And I remember the first couple times I watched it, I would miss joke after joke because I'd be laughing quite a bit through them. The other ones, the other shorts in this are X Marks the Spot, Hired, I think part 1, Designed for Dreaming, Johnny at the Fair, and Are You Ready for Marriage? I love that one. I mean, as soon as I hear that, I think of Mike's line right after that title came up, and he said, "Yeah, I'm sick of sex already." But Designed for Dreaming is great. It's a GM film, I think made for the car show or something at that year, with this chick in a white dress dancing around with short, dark hair, with this dude in a mask who looks like the guy from Sailor Moon, actually. And what's that?
Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask. And I don't know, every time I see that I think of that. And you've probably seen footage from that short too. I mean, it's public domain, so I've seen Michael Moore use that a few times whenever he trashes GM, and I've seen it several times, so it's fun to be made fun of. It's a pretty good collection of shorts. And last is Teenagers from Outer Space, which is the best episode on this disc. That's the one I recommend the most. The film is classic 50s cheesy. It's about a bunch of teenagers, well, 2 of which are teenagers, yeah. And they've come to Earth to drop off these lobsters, these gargans, which would grow to big size, and then they farm them and eat them or something like that, and after they've destroyed the populace of whatever planet they left them on. Great. Anyway, the one teenager gets tired. He hates the idea. Let's see, what's this guy's name? Derek. That's right, Derek. Derek thinks this is evil, so he runs off, and Thor is the other teenager who's sent to go kill him. And he falls in love with... Derek falls in love with this girl who looks like Winona Ryder, and then her uncle is like a fingerless guy who's, a lovely, dumpy actor. And the riffing is never off on this one. This is probably the best riffing in all the episodes on this disc. The in-between bits on real life versus life in the movie, the jokes on the lobster, the beginning invention exchange with Forster and Frank with the ventriloquist dummy is hilarious. One of my favorite invention exchange bits. And God, this is just a really good one. I really recommend this one. I don't have any real complaints about this one. I mean, yeah, we lose a full episode, but it's replaced by some very good shorts. This definitely does get a 5-gram chip from me. And another not a bad spot to start with MST3K. I would recommend, if you buy it, or even rent it, depending on where you can get it, I'd recommend Teenagers from Outer Space first. I think that's probably the best of the bunch. And then maybe check out the shorts to whet your appetite. But until then, push the button, Lindsay.